Welcome to this episode of The Rumble. My guest is a professional in the field of training, something long overdue. People need more and more trainers because with our Prime Minister emphasizing on training and skilling, it's people like him whom we need. So his name is Srinivas. So welcome to the show.
Thank you, Captain.
Okay, so now I know that you are in the field for 24 years. You just corrected me a little while ago. So how did you get into it? What's your background in the training field?
I have no background at all in this.
That's probably the best.
Only thing is, I hail from a family of teachers. My grandfather was a awardee headmaster.
Okay.
So maybe the genes brought me to the training. Otherwise,
you went through a routine education. You didn't concentrate on getting trained to be a trainer or become a teacher from day one?
No. From day one, I have not trained. But after entering into the training, after a decade, I spent in time in the training area. Then I have attended this program for training for trainers.
Okay.
To update my whether I am doing it, practicing it
So
correctly.
is it something that you got into quite easily? Or was it a long struggle and all that for that?
Truly speaking, I didn't struggle much.
Okay.
Because I'm thankful to my friends who brought me into this industry.
The lucky stars too? Yeah. So how did it, tell me the exact steps that happened? You wanted to train, who did you go into training with a specific bunch of people in mind, or it was just anybody you were willing to train?
Like initially when I started, I have no choice. I was just thrown into a swimming pool without knowing the swimming, and I was compelled to learn swimming to come out of the pool, the way I started it.
Okay.
Now 24 years down the line, and we are focusing from metric to graduate engineers, all kinds of people we have trained.
Did you get into saying that I want to train a particular type of people in a particular trade, or you found that trade after you started training?
We started with focusing on merchant navy, and in merchant navy also initially we started with radio officers, which is on communication side.
Yeah.
Later on we have shifted to navigation, training the deck cadets, and now we have added engineering.
So it's quite strange that you went into training radio officers, because that job itself has disappeared. And I think in the future, I hope deck officers also don't disappear totally. Everybody becomes an engineer or interchangeable jobs. Do you think that will happen?
Yes. They are going to make the twinning, they are merging deck and engine together, and mostly automation will come. Less manpower with more automation.
That's true. So in the field of training, are you governed by any laws in India?
As far as
to who can train and who can't train?
As far as merchant navy is concerned, we have guidelines are framed, and we come under the umbrella of DG shipping, and we strictly comply. We have no choices.
So give me a little jhalak on what are the kind of conditions that you have to follow. What would they say you have to do to become a trainer?
The entry standards are fixed by them.
As in educational standards?
Education standards as well as physical standards and medical standards.
That's for the trainees.
Yes.
I'm talking about the person who's training. What did you have to do? Like somebody says, I actually went to college, I did a course in this, that and the other.
Actually, I am now a facilitator.
Okay.
So the guidelines are very clear. Say, for example, we need to have one master mariner or one chief engineer who is having
so many years of experience,
competency along with so many years of experience at sea.
Okay.
And under them, some petty officer level people to be instructors, and then faculty means all the management level people, maybe a second engineer or a chief officer, or the officers from Indian Navy. Say, for example, a long ND officer, commander with long navigation direction school specialization, can be used as faculty for training in navigation.
Okay.
So the standards are.
So where do you draw most of your teaching staff from? The Merchant Navy or from the Indian Navy?
The instructor level people, I personally feel Indian naval petty officers are comparatively good because they are trained and they are spent 15-20 years at Indian Navy.
And they are also constantly going through refresher courses during their career. So they are more current.
Focused. And as far as these officers are concerned, better merchant naval officers because they are at sea.
Yes.
And they are, because the
little more hands-on,
and they know what is the importance of maritime commerce. So that is also an important factor to be trained. So they are good, like engineers or captains.
So this students who come to you, are they coming straight out of school?
Yeah, majority of them come out of the school.
So
Plus
they don't
two.
go to any college or do a BA or any of those. Are there graduates?
No, graduates are very few. They are from plus two background and like industrial training institute background
Okay.
or from polytechnics.
So what's the qualification for somebody to say some person listening to us talk right and wants to say I want to send my son? What would he have to be?
Like we have various level of entries.
Okay.
From matriculation, there is one entry for rating level.
Okay.
And from plus two with science background for cadets level means junior navigating officers.
Okay.
Similarly, they can join the engineering side as a marine engineers. And
then join as a trainee.
If you are a graduate engineer, you can do 1 year conversion from electrical and mechanical.
Okay, so that's the way it goes. And it must be a well-paying job, obviously. Otherwise, so many people wouldn't be trying to get into it. Or is there a shortage of people?
No, it's no doubt a well-paying job. And
So just tell me for reference, what kind of salaries will somebody draw after he finishes his basic training and goes on board a ship?
like if he is completing his apprenticeship and he is becoming a full-fledged seaman, a matriculate rating will get around 35,000 rupees.
Okay, that's what a mid-level manager in a reasonable company gets. So that's fine. This sounds like a good job for most of you to try. Come back and find more about it. So is the training done in an institute that looks like a ship, feels like a ship, or is it just a college but saying preparing people for the naval field?
No, we give them an impression of a ship.
Okay.
Though it is a shore-based establishment, but in all
You have a
respects-
mock-up of a ship, you got a mast and you got
Yeah,
derricks and
yes,
hatches
yes,
and
yes.
all the rest of it.
Yes,
You do.
we do have.
Okay. And the language of the course is what?
Medium is English. Medium of instruction is English.
So that means the students coming in also have to come from an English medium school. How do the rest manage if they come in from, let's say, Hindi or Bengali or Malayalam or something like that? They still have to learn in English.
What we do is during this course of time, of course, majority of them are not very good at English. We do give them focus on their communication skills during the
Okay.
training to bring them up to the level of an international seafarer.
Because most of the correspondence internationally is in English. So, and when you're traveling abroad or wherever, you must have that basic knowledge of English. Plus, there's a lot of shipmaster's law and business where he's got to look after his vessel and chartering terms and all that. So, all that is also taught, or that is something they pick up after they go to sea.
That they will pick up when they are doing the apprenticeship, on-board training, hands-on training. During that time, they have to adopt all this about maritime commerce and chartering and various other terms and international terminology. They are going to pick up during that time.
So, that's not part of your training area.
Only the basics we teach them at the during the training, because the period is very limited and everything is.
So, from
designed.
what I understand from you, the training that you're imparting is what appears to be almost basic training.
Yes, basic training.
So, why isn't every college, engineering college, or every other professional college taking a course in this? Because this country of ours requires plenty of students. So, it doesn't seem that you need to have a ship sailing out there, docked in a harbor. You're just a building. So, is there any reason why? It's just that they haven't discovered it.
Now, being a maritime nation, we are from generations. We are good seamen.
Yes.
But unfortunately, for the last few years, the importance is taken back, and the other, like the software and various other industries have come in, and so the training importance has slowly shifted the focus. I believe.
But you think we have an enormous scope for in this field?
Yes, of course, scope is
The
there.
fact that we are a maritime nation, as you say, we need thousands of ships.
Not only ships, the training
whole
should not
business
be-
of,
yes.
trade.
We have shipyards. We are shipbuilders.
Yes.
We have
Ship
dry docks,
repairers.
and we are ship repairers. We are into ship dry docking, and we are into oil fields because we are playing a major role in oil fields, oil and gas.
Yes.
So the LNG, LPG, which is taking up, definitely we are having a huge shortage of skilled and trained manpower.
So you see the shortage becoming larger and larger, the gap.
Yes.
So is the government of India put anything in progress? I mean, in the pipeline? Do they have a concrete plan? Have you seen anything in Chennai, for example?
I haven't seen too many plans. Maybe on document there are plans, but in reality.
You were talking about what is that garland of something? What is that?
Sagarmala.
Sagarmala. Tell me something about Sagarmala. That must be absolutely something that you know about.
No, it is a project designed, beautifully designed, in fact, for the development of various ports and port-related maritime clusters.
Okay.
And the industry related to the connectivity between the port and the industry and the roadways.
And to use waterborne transport in a major way.
In a major way, and the logistic hubs.
Okay.
The creation of logistic hubs and clusters.
So somebody has already thought about it and made a document.
Yes, and Government of India made a document and the project is designed. And hopefully, if everything goes well,
How
it
long
will
are
take
you talking about this?
For the last 1 decade, it is there in the talks.
10 years it's been there.
It is there, and
Just collecting dust.
yeah.
Have you seen any activity on that front? Sagarmala?
Recently, they have started doing the survey of this Buckingham Canal. They wants to restart the Buckingham Canal.
Okay.
So
I've heard that going for 20 years now, and you say 10 years. Okay. So, but there's no action on it.
Action is they started survey now. Let us hope something will come up in times to come.
Okay. So there is a scope only on this one area or all over the coast?
No, all over the coast. Like they have started in first river cruise between Varanasi and Patna. It is in river Ganges.
Yes.
So that is really going to make it is going to make
tourist
to the pilgrimage, and that if that clicks,
yes.
If that river cruise.
There's no reason why it won't.
It really, because it is a requirement for a country like India.
And there are so many examples around the world, so we don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just go there and see how they do it.
Yeah. Of course, all the Scottish countries and all this England and all, like wherever you can see.
Europe is full of waterways.
Their river navigation is very strong,
yes.
And their river cruise is very effective.
What would be, if you compare land transport expense, kilometer, ton for kilometer, or would you have any figures? Or would you be able to say percentage-wise even?
Percentage-wise, definitely it is 50% to 60% less than what we do on road and time and the traffic.
Yeah, so that also is a huge employment opportunity.
Of course, it is a huge employment opportunity.
Not only for skilled people, even unskilled people can get into this because you still need workers, lifters, people driving, not necessarily specialized in the maritime skills.
Yes, of course, the manpower shortage is still there, and once the industry really gets up to the level what we are all talking, or the projects are on document, definitely there is a huge need of trained and untrained manpower.
So as you know, our Prime Minister is harping on Skill India. He's got a few wise things to say about it. We'll find out about what he can offer for us. So our Prime Minister is now emphasizing Skill India, Startup India, vagara, for which the basic thing is you need those skilled people. Otherwise, Skill India is not going to happen. So your kind of institute, you are now preparing people for the Merchant Navy, specifically targeted at the Merchant Navy. But isn't it possible for you to train people for all other sorts of industry which requires skill workers?
Yes, of course. We do have the training facilities, and we are focusing in times to come about the shipbuilders, ship repairers.
So how would they be different from a sailor?
In my view, the sailors or the seafarers or all-rounders in cricket parlance, they can be used even at the shore. The same thing like countries like Filipinos, they are using the seafarers even at the shore.
True, and half the people who leave the ships and take up a shore job.
And as and when their shortage is there, they go and join the ships.
Yes.
So same way, our seafarers are definitely having competency to fit in the shore jobs, particularly operating the lathe machines or doing the welders, fitters, fabrication. Yes. We do train them in all trades.
I remember many years ago that most of the marine engineers, when they used to try and leave the sea because they got family commitments or something like that, they used to end up either in a hotel looking after the heavy machinery inside, air conditioning, pumps, because they are the only ones used to handling large machines. Everybody else has got one small function in the engineering plant, but these guys run huge things. So they have the skills and the knowledge to get into almost any industry.
Yeah, of course, any marine engineer, whether he is a chief engineer or a lower level junior engineer, As I told you, they are in cricket parlance all-rounders. They are combination of mechanical, electrical and electronics.
Yes.
So they can do the maintenance of any power plant, like whether it is a hotel power plant or it is a heavy industry power plant, they are capable of handling it.
That's true.
They have that skill. And they have done it at sea. So they can definitely deliver at shore.
Yeah.
So now we wanted to explore this.
So have you got any plans in that direction? To produce people for other industries?
Yes, in fact, we are planning to facilitate the automobile industry, which is mostly spreading over in the south part, for the southern part, particularly in Chennai and all.
That's right.
So we are going to give them the
So
technicians.
it'll be hands-on knowledge on machines, machine tooling and all that.
Creating the lower level technicians.
How do they come out train people today for handling lathes and fixtures and jigs and whatnot? How do they get today? They go to some technology,
like the skill development.
Something.
Like the skill development corporation has given a module for every program. 6 months, 3 months, 9 months, 12 months. Various programs are designed and given.
Okay.
So at various levels. So we give them a skill, keeping on their entry level. Say, for example, a 8th standard boy who's a school dropout and from a village background, he can be given initially a 3 months skill related to lathe mission or related to a milling mission.
So do you get people from industry coming to you and saying, Srinivas, why don't you produce some people for us? We need in this area and that area.
Yes, we do get inquiries from the industry.
Are you able to fulfill their needs?
We are running short of people. Still we need to train more people.
The shortage of people is for training them or shortage of people to train?
Shortage of people to train.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
I would in a country like ours, I thought so much of unemployment, I thought that would be easy.
Like the problem is this South India, as far as South India is concerned, everything comes free from the government. So our youth is not more attracted towards attaining the skill.
So they're trained to just lie around the place and sleep all day.
Because they are given free rice, free two-wheelers, like a free education,
laptops,
free.
This one, that one.
So we are getting mostly people from Northeast and Punjab and all, and training them.
So they see the potential in this.
Training, yes. They wanted to reap a benefit out of this and reach the maximum heights by attaining these skills.
Is it the same in Andhra? Or is it a very unique Tamil Nadu phenomenon?
No, this is more or less in all the. Apart from Kerala, I feel all the three, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu and Telangana, 4 states are not giving much focus.
And the students themselves are not interested?
Students themselves are not interested. Everybody is interested in the namesake engineering graduation where they don't get any.
So you were saying that we had a 3-tier setup before where they were training for very low and then mid-level. How did that work in those days? What were those kind of institutions called?
No, in good olden days, like they used to have 3 levels in the sense. First is the industrial training institutes.
Okay. Oh, that's the ITI.
ITIs. Okay. So they used to train fitters, welders, turners, electricians.
Which is a vital part of industry.
Yes. Now the skill development has taken over that.
Okay.
That vocational training, that importance of vocational training is taken over by from Ministry of Labour to now they have given it to the skill development ministry.
Entire ministry for that.
Ministry.
And then what is the next level?
Next level is supervisor category, that is polytechnics.
Okay.
So 3 years after the matriculation, and somehow that is not given focus for the.
And the ultimate was
the engineers.
Engineer. So everybody rushed to become an engineer.
Engineers nowadays.
But then why is it that the same engineers don't know anything? They're saying they're unemployable. Is that true?
Yes, of course, because of the less competency, the unemployment, and they are working as a clerks.
So an engineer who's gone through the mill of learning complex stuff ends up working in a business process outsourcing, a BPO. Is that what they're doing?
Yeah, that's what. They are all looking for the white collar jobs. There is an imbalance in the industry because we are missing the lower level. See, you need to have 3 levels. Support level and operational level and management level. If everybody is looking at the management level, who is going to be in the support level and operational level?
As they say, everybody is a chief, no Indians to do the work.
So especially support level we are missing. And this is a big vacuum in India.
So folks, you heard it from Srinivas, and he's been in the business. There's so much of scope, it's unbelievable. So all the talk about, we have no jobs, employment generation, it's all nonsense. There's plenty of opportunity. It's just that our kids are not tuned in, the parents are not doing it. Anyway, thanks for coming, Srinivas. Lovely talking to you, and I really hope you go out there and crack this thing wide open. start 2 more, 3 more institutions.
Sure, Captain. Thank
Thank
you.
you for coming.
Thank you.